Yep. All right. Today is October 28th, 2025. Yesterday I did try to yesterday I didn't try. I did the Ninja Trader comp and I ended up red on the day, down I think 196 bucks. I went trading kind of like my same system, but I I don't know if it was emotions or something. I don't know. So this is what I would be down. So this is not too bad, but I was trading three contracts versus one or two, and just it's insane. Those people who are trading like they made like 2,368, and it was just ridiculous. I didn't expect that with three micros as max. So maybe they were trading multiple things. That's what I'm guessing. Um, and the market just went up. I was trying to short it, but the market was going up the entire time. Um, I think I took three trades. I didn't take two. I took three trades, and then the first trade I got stopped out. Um, I believe I wasn't in the trade for too long. I got stopped out. I ended up closing it out early, I believe. So here I bought down, I sold down here at VWAP, and then price moved up, and I said, oh, I sold at VWAP. All right, here, there, and then I tried it again, sold here a little higher. Now I had a nice move, but then again, price met VWAP and bounced up. I said, okay, and then I tried it the third time at 1040. Same thing, went to VWAP again, and then just reversed. I didn't take the screenshot. Like VWAP was just holding price up, but in reality, is that we had buying here, right? We're in a buy. We had buying here. If we look at the sellings kept failing. Like we had to sell, buy, sell, buy eventually won. But if you look at the previous chart, let's see if I can find any video of it. You see that the sells were failing, right? Sell, 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 buy, sell, and then price bought the heck up, right? And this is at 827, 927, right? So these cells were getting absorbed and absorbed. So this location was right? So I should have been looking for more long. I didn't have any cells up here. I just marked this high just to mark the high because they had an absorption, but there was no selling up here. So that was on my fault trying to make this a level when it wasn't a level, right? You had to sell here, yes. So maybe I could have looked into that one, but you see buying here. Um, so I made a level out of nothing when buying would have been the route, and then I was looking at VIX. See, VIX down here had this little level here where it was a low, and VIX I thought was bouncing off of his to make this go higher and for this to go lower. That's what I was speculating, ignoring the fact that NQ was in a upward rift the entire freaking time. So there I tried to sell, right? At this is now a little later. The first trade came at 941. So here, right? Sold into VWAP. Saw this selling here, saw this absorption here. I said, okay, cool, maybe we're going. But I didn't have any sell up here, and I felt like I had this little hammer candle here, but I felt like it wasn't strong enough, and price never really came back down to my level of entry. So it ended up being absorbed. So you can see that I got stopped out. And then 1012 was the next trade. This time price speared through that level of absorption that didn't have any volume, so to say, but we had a nice hammer candle here, and this was good. I was aiming for down here. That's all I was aiming for. Bam, I entered this trade. It was looking good. Price really started going and went right back to VWAP. Right, so now I'm moving my stop loss to 2-1. Here we go. I think we're going, and price gets absorbed. Right back at VWAP again, like WTF. Right, so now, right, so this trade here alone made up for the first trade. For the first trade, I was down. That's just 82.5. Put out the calculator and divide that by 3. Oh, see, that doesn't count because I'm at 3 there with that one. 82.5 divided by 3, so 27, right? And then this one here, when I was down here, I was at 63, 86, so 86.25, right at 2.190 at one point, right? Where's calculator? All right, so all right, gonna do its own thing. So let's say 86.25 divided by 2 times 2 divided by 3, right? So in a sense, broke even right there, right? Bam. And then my goal was down here, and price just freaking reversed. So okay, right, bought up again. So now we're holding this buy here. I think this is where we actually sell price. Then again, I tried again at 1040. Yeah, right here I tried again at 1040. I think I got a rejection again. I said, okay, I'll take a rejection there. I said it's the hammer candle. I jumped in early. I should have waited for this candle to close. I jumped in when this one closed, and that wasn't the best thing to do. And I just needed to wait for those extra 1.75 points for this entry. So this one I shouldn't have been in. I should have entered here, right? That should have been my entry. Bam, stop loss right there. Bam, right? That should have been my entry. So anyways, I'm in this trade. We get to VWAP again. Same thing. I said, man, we're probably going to stop at VWAP. Stopped at VWAP. Absorption at VWAP. Reversal off VWAP. You can see this buying here. This consolidation that moved price after the market opened. This was just holding price the entire time. We never went down there. Another buy came in. We had double sell, so this looked very promising, but we're inside of these buys that are happening. We had nothing but failed sales before, so it gave me a blueprint of, hey, buyers are in control, sellers are not. Every time sellers tried to win, buyers stepped in, and then from there, price just kept rising until the end of the day. All right, so who was in control the entire time were the buyers, right? Sellers kept failing. So we have buy here. So I just can't look at just the green and say we're going up. I didn't look at the red and say that, hey, sellers failed. Sellers failed. So this is still buying as far as I know. Because, well, we don't have any sell that came in. All right, that's dominating. So we gapped up. This is a nice gap now. All right. We gapped up. And this is where we're at now. All right, this is yesterday. But I don't see any. I see absorption lines, but I don't see anything. Alright, so got new all-time highs again. actually perfect. And price just pushed up the freak. That's already been up there. All right. Let's mellow out a bit, and then we're just gonna look at what we can find. I like this right here. All right, we have a lot of buying, so it's kind of hard to really like pinpoint what to look for. Just get rid of these ovals here. I don't think they really serve any purpose. And let's just mark the buying that we see. We see that selling was failing. I like this one. This one. So kind of just this whole entire thing. So no promises. Alright, all of this can be an area, so we have to look for strong buying or buying just come in, and essentially that's it. Alright, let's go to settlement price. Is the government still shut down? These motherfuckers are really pushing this shit. Yep. So, do we even have a government anymore? This is getting uneasy. I'm not gonna lie. Now we're gonna go to NQ. $15. This is probably the level that we're looking for. So right here, 5 minutes. NQ. Sell, failed, failed. essentially that's gonna be it. You're just gonna likely just keep going up. So we're not gonna stress any of that. All right, and settlement price. Interesting low. And then VIX. Low. Nope. Low. Nope. Low. Yep. That's really what has been causing my elbow issue. That. High. Yep. One tick. Alright, don't really got much there. Alright. Okay. Alright, so that's it for this. Nothing else I can really do. Just wait. Okay.